If you're using a CRM, you're probably using a solution to enrich your CRM contacts with the valid B2B phone number. But what if I told you that you can boost your phone number enrichment rate by 30% by just doing two little things? In this video, I will show you how to find more B2B phone numbers in your CRM. It is very important to note that the tips I'm about to share with you work for any CRMs and that the main tip to find more phone numbers is different than the one I shared to find more email addresses in another video. Alright guys, there's a bunch of things to talk about on how you can find more phone numbers with specifically a cool tip. But it's also important to talk about the difference between CRMs who have like a native feature to find phone numbers versus third-party ones. When it comes to CRMs who can find phone numbers natively, the cool thing about this is that it's included in your CRM subscription. However, you have a poor enrichment rate because the priority of those kind of CRMs is to control the margins. They have a lot of costs like any SaaS, and so therefore they will pick a less performing white label solution. Those kind of solutions, they are not as good as the third-party integrations. Because of that, you will have less phones found, which equals less money because it's less people to reach out to. Then you have third-party integration. So yes, it's another tool that you have to pay, but they have great enrichment rates, plus they can integrate natively with any CRMs, and they only charge you for phones found. And so because of that, you have more phones found, which equals to more money because it's more people to reach out. So with that being said, what tools should you pick? In my opinion, you have two choices here. So the first one is Find Email. I think it's arguably one of the best tools on the market when it comes to finding email addresses and also phone data. The only downside with Find Email is that they focus on US numbers. So if your leads are outside of the United States, it might not be the best option. This is why Better Contact is probably a good fit because it finds phone numbers in the US but also in Europe, and the starting plan is at $15 per month. So for this video, I'm gonna use Better Contact. Alright guys, so the first thing you're gonna do is that you're gonna go on Google and type Better Contact or click in the link in the description. Then you're gonna go here and click on Start for free. And once you are inside Better Contact, you will have to subscribe. So you're gonna go to subscription, then you're gonna click on subscribe to starter. Beware of not having this click by default, otherwise you will upgrade to the upper plan. So just go with starter right here and then subscribe for it. All right guys, so once you've paid for Better Contact, you're gonna go to API Cockpit and you're gonna click on copy to clipboard so that you have your API key to paste in the CRM software. So for the CRM software, we're gonna use Breakcall, which is mine, but like I said in the beginning, you can use this workflow on any type of CRMs. So you're gonna click on try Breakcall free, and once you are inside Breakcall, you're gonna go to settings, then you're gonna go to App Store. And once you are in App Store, you're gonna filter for data tools, and you're going to pick Better Contact. And then you're going to click on install and you're going to type your email address that you're using for Better Contact. And then you're going to paste your API key. And just like that, you have installed natively your phone enrichment tool inside the CRM. So now let me show you the biggest tip to find more valid B2B phone numbers for your leads. Alright guys, so for this example, we're gonna use a lead from LinkedIn. So why LinkedIn? So just by clicking on this button, I will add the person to the CRM. And as you can see, I already have a bunch of data on that person, but I don't have the valid phone number of that person. And the thing that is very important to get a very high enrichment rate when it comes to phone numbers is to have the LinkedIn of the person. So you see here, it's already synced within the lead, but if you're using another CRM, just copy paste the LinkedIn URL of the person. And essentially, if you use the LinkedIn URL of your leads to find more valid B2B phone numbers, your enrichment rate will typically go from 30% to 40% up to 70–80%, which is massive. I don't know how these guys are doing it, but basically by using the LinkedIn profile, they are able to retrieve the phone numbers. This is my guess, this is my take. And here, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna click on enrich. Don't expect the phone number to be found straight away. Typically, it will happen within 1 minute to 5 minutes, which is very long. So for the sake of the video, we're gonna like play in speed, maybe 4 times more, 5 times more, or maybe just doing a cut actually, so that you can see the end result. And yeah, then we're gonna talk about the rest.
2 hours later.
All right guys, so as you can see, it's now finished and the phone number has been found. And if I go back to break call, and then if I go to settings, then enrichment, then history, I can see all the different jobs that have been executed when it comes to finding phone numbers, emails, etc. And you can see I have the exact detail of different API calls and also understand why it failed times to times. And it absolutely correlates with the data that you can have within Better Contact, but you don't need to use Better Contact at all. Everything is happening natively inside break code. So from there, like you know how to find more phone numbers in your CRM, but let me tell you a couple of other tips if you don't want to do this one by one for each lead. The first thing you can do is that if you don't want to click every single time manually on the button enrich phone number like this, what you can do is that you can bulk select leads just like that, and from there you can enrich in bulk all these people with their valid phone numbers. So again, I would strongly recommend you to have the LinkedIn URL, because if you don't have the LinkedIn URL, the enrichment rate will be much lower. But if you have it, it's jackpot. And so this is the first tip. The second tip is if you go back to settings, then you go to enrichment, and finally you go to automation rules, you can automate the process to find B2B phone numbers depending on where your leads go in the CRM. So typically here, I'm going to click on create trigger and I'm going to say, okay, when there's a new lead in the signups list, automatically find me the phone number of that person. So here I'm going to click on next, and then I'm going to click on when a lead is created and when that lead goes precisely in the signups list. From there, the leads go to that specific sales pipeline stage, which will be new free trial. From there, automatically, the CRM will start to find the phone number of that person, which is amazing. So here you can select phone enrichment, and you can actually select both. So you can also choose to enrich with email, but also phone number. And from there you can click on next, and the setup is workflow. You have like a little summary of what's going to happen. And from there you can do a powerful phone number enrichment natively in your CRM. All right guys, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to that YouTube channel for more content like this, and check out this video to learn how to find more B2B email addresses in your CRM. Cheers, ciao.